think you talk about like 5 frequent mistakes that business owners make when buying a business. And you might have already hit these. And if so, that's okay. We'll move on. But are there 5 mistakes that maybe we haven't dove into that you really got to avoid beyond what you've talked about when you're looking to buy a business?
Yeah, trusting the glossy financials without going into the base data sets, whatever those are, QuickBooks, Shopify platform, Amazon platform. If you're not looking at a data set that's got QuickBooks, Amazon, Shopify at the top and doesn't look like those headers, mistake. Believing everything smart, well respected, wink, wink people tell you. So the brokerage firms that represent these businesses have great reputations. And I'm not even saying that they don't deserve them, but they don't have recourse on bad deals sold. So you have to treat them like used car salespeople and just be very thoughtful about understanding your asset. Sellers are great people, typically, stewards of their community, people with families, great pictures on the wall. They still have a 4X motivation to lie to you about the cash flow. So you got to be really careful about people who, in a normal sense, would be great, respectable folks that, in this case, have a very high motivation to tell you a story. Third, they make the mistake of doing everything themselves. So before I started Guardian executing due diligence as an advisor, I was an independent business buyer buying companies for myself and for others. And when you're in the diligence process, you are finance guy, negotiator, business quality assessor, strategy consultant, legal document reader, financial report analyzer, go get debt process leader, tell your family and your other constituents what you're doing, master. There's so many hats that you're wearing. And if you try to do all those things at the level of a $5 million transaction simultaneously, you're going to fail. You need a team. You need to figure out where you're weak and mitigate and fortify with advisors that can support you. Fourth, what do people do? I think they often underestimate the data management side of this thing. So people think the first 5 deals that they look at are going to get them a winner, and the number's probably closer to 50 or 100. And so if you don't have good data sets and be able to track what deals you're looking at, what size are they, which ones are you actually competitive on, which ones are you not, I think you lose. And I think fifth, mistakes people make, there's a lot of hubris in business buying. I'm the buyer, I'm bringing the money, look at me. And you're actually kind of on a job interview with the seller. Not because you have to subordinate yourself to them, but the seller doesn't have to sell to anyone, and they can sell to you for less than the business is worth if they like you, but they can sell to you at 50% more than the business is worth if they don't like you. And so when you get a lot of hubris and forget that there's two sides to this, I think people disrespect certain constituents in the marketplace. I think business brokers are one of the ones that get disrespected the most, and it screws up people's economics on deals. I believe you need to treat everybody in this industry respectfully, recognize what their job is to do and who they represent, and do your work, but be kind to everyone. I think if I had to rattle off 5 mistakes, those are the 5.